YouTube, welcome back to episode 3. We have a lot on the agenda today, and I am actually a little bit excited because I actually have some real projects to show you guys today.
Yay! Look at you.
I've been a crocheting fool.
Or just a fool.
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I knew it.
You walked into that one. Come on. Come on.
Crocheting fool.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm excited. I actually finished one project today. I finished it today actually.
I have no finished objects, no acquisitions, but I do have some works in progress.
Hey, you got something.
That's something.
Oh, so what are we going to start with?
I'll go first.
Actually, I want to start with something. I want you to start with your mug.
What my mug? Oh, this week's mug?
Yes, this week's
mug. Just a little something that, says a lot about my personality.
I am not responsible for what my face does when you talk.
That's true. That's true. I do have a problem controlling my face.
No.
Shocking, I know. Everybody who knows me knows that that's shocking.
Yeah. So surprising.
But I feel like I was born with it. I was a very expressive baby. So
yeah, you probably came out with the side eye, probably.
I was born with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's honest.
It is honest. That is true.
So
it is honest.
Everybody doesn't appreciate that trait about me, but oh well.
Oh, I got a frog in my throat.
Oh no.
Him. Okay, sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to show us today?
So, I had talked a lot of stuff about this yarn last time. This was the Red Heart Unforgettable. Remember how beautiful it was and how I had tried. Well, I kept trying.
All right.
I kept trying because I've got a scarf to make for a friend, and it's a gift for her to give to someone else who's been taking really good care of her. And I really wanted to do it. And these colors were just perfect. It's just what she asked for.
Right.
So I had some downtime this week, and I said, I had to get over that mental hurdle of I can't do it. I don't want to do it out of this yarn. Not that I don't want to do the project, but this yarn is just proving exceedingly difficult for some reason. So I kept at it and kept at it. And I have some progress.
Right.
So out of the, what is that called? Red Heart Unforgettable.
Wow.
It's just a simple feather and fan pattern, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me. I'm not struggling as much, but it's challenging, but I'm making it. But I think it looks good.
Yeah, that looks really good. Like a peacock.
Yeah. So I'm more enjoying it now. So I you and I had talked, and I came to a realization that I could do this. I could do it. Looks really good like this. Maybe I will.
So you said that's a scarf, right?
Yes.
So question, because I'm making a scarf too. How long is a typical scarf?
So there's a lot of variation on that. Some people just want it to loop around once and kind of, pin it and do things like that. I think the standard scarf measurement is what I've heard before, 6 feet.
Okay.
Is that too long? That seems really long.
Nah, not if you're wrapping it around.
That's true.
Because even if it's just halfway, I mean, that's just 3 feet and 3 feet.
Yeah, that's just 3 and 3. Okay, that makes sense. So I would aim for 6. So I'm going to make this maybe 1 ball long. So I still have quite a lot to go. Quite a lot.
You really think that can make 6 feet? I don't
Maybe
know.
it's for a shorter person. They don't need 6 feet. Maybe.
I
We're
don't
gonna see.
know.
Once I got into it and I had a rhythm going, and it's only a 4 line pattern, and it was very easy to memorize. So while I had my downtime sitting around waiting in doctor's offices and things, that I was able to get quite a lot of it done. Well, relatively, but it's going. It's going. I didn't work on it any today, but the more I look at it, the more I want to work on it.
Okay.
So that's
I'm
one of my works in progress. We
I'm
keep going at
really
this rate, I won't
curious.
have any more to talk about.
Well, I'm really curious to see if that one ball of yarn can
I'll
make.
measure it. I'll measure it. I think I can make it.
Well, I
So
mean,
what do you think that is? That's probably about 9 inches or so.
say at the most it looks like a foot
Yeah,
from the camera.
yeah. So I think I can make it. I'll measure it.
I don't know, man. 6 feet.
Well, I have another one. I have this one, but I was going to try to save this one for you to see. There's difference between knitting and crocheting these things up and see how it goes. Maybe in a ripple pattern for crochet, but I just want to see. I just don't want to break into the second. Like I said, I've got over the initial hurdle, but scarves are so long and it's the same thing, over and over again. And there are other things that I want to knit too. So scarves just take a while. So she's wearing on the ball, it looks like a cowl.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, I can see one ball making that.
Yeah. Now that you say this.
Uh-huh. You're going to have to break into that second ball. You're going to have
Well,
to.
then maybe there's a hat in there. Maybe finish the scarf up and maybe there's a hat to go along with it.
Or a headband.
Or a headband. Or armbands like Wonder Woman. So.
Well, I've got a scarf in the making too, since we're on the scarves.
I heard you talking about a scarf. I don't think I've ever known you to make a scarf.
I have not made a scarf in a very long time. And as I was making this, I remembered why. So here it is.
Oh, pretty.
And I've got quite a bit done. I would say about 4 feet.
Look at this.
Can't get it all on camera, but yeah, I'd say I got about 4 feet.
Oh my goodness. So is that like a shell stitch?
Well, I thought they looked like hearts. Let me go to the front.
I see it. Oh.
But the pattern didn't say anything. They call it a puff stitch.
A puff stitch.
It didn't say like a shell or heart or anything. They just said a puff. And okay, I'm using some big twist, of course.
Big
one of my
twist.
favorites. Each puff, Nikki, right here and right here,
Yes.
is 10 inches of yarn. Yeah. Yeah.
So are you gonna have enough yarn to finish?
I'm about at 4 feet. So if 6 feet is the
Yeah.
I
Yeah, okay, maybe. That's
maybe.
quite a bit left.
Now if I finish this ball of yarn and I'm at like 5 feet 6 inches,
Yes,
it's going to be 5
that's
feet
done.
6 inches.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
So
done.
yeah, it's
Crochet eats up so much yarn.
yes. Look how many puffs. 10
It's
inches of
so
puff?
many.
Really? 10 inches of puff, really? Yeah. I had to undo it and I was like, well dang, how much is this? And I measured it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how much yarn does it say on the band that it has?
So it said
I'd say about maybe 400 yards, maybe.
371 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And this one doesn't say how many like different projects you can make in each, or how many you would need for different projects. This one doesn't. But
Man.
I'm gonna really try to get this done in one ball of yarn.
I think you can do it. Put it around your neck so we can see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Because even if you just had a couple more inches on each side, I think that's plenty.
The good thing is this is each. It's just got three. I think these are. I think there's a half double crochet, so it grows pretty fast. Let me get that out of the way. So
oh, they're very tall.
Yeah, they're pretty tall. It takes a lot of yarn, but the height is pretty good. So, yeah, that's my scarf.
Did you start that this week? Sorry.
Oh gosh, this has been. I started it late or early last week. So I'm about on my second week, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I can't. I don't have a block of time, so
Well, remember your 27 seconds.
I've got 27 seconds of time at once, so it's taking me a lot longer than I thought. I really thought I could get it done in a weekend. That ain't gonna happen now.
Well, I mean, who knows what you could do if you had like 10 minutes of time.
It would be great. So yeah, that's my scarf. I'm liking it. It's pretty fun to do.
That looks cool. That looks cool.
And I learned my lesson. I'm glad I used a solid color instead of
Oh, that variegated like pink and blue one you had?
Yeah. Solid color was the way to go for this.
It looks very manly.
Think so?
Is that for somebody or is that just?
It is.
Oh, is it for me?
It could be.
Then I want it 12 feet long.
You will get it. Yeah, I'll make you a 12-foot long one.
I will wear it.
Okay.
I will wear it. And it would be stylish. Do you remember a few years ago when Lenny Kravitz wore that like blanket scarf and it was like down to his feet, but it was like this tall on his neck? I'll sport it.
So let me get this straight. You're comparing yourself to Lenny Kravitz. Okay.
I mean, like we're practically the same, right?
That's a lot to live up to.
Yeah, Lenny's got some work to do.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me show you something else I got going.
Yes.
I don't think I've showed this before. I don't believe. So I've got this going.
Oh my goodness.
So I have not made an Afghan in a very long time. And I don't know why I haven't. So I'm going to make 4 of these. And I'm going to stitch them together.
4 sections.
Yes, as if this is the inside of the square.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think it'll look good. And they do call this something, but I cannot remember what it's called when you do that. I should have wrote it down. But yeah, I'm going to make 4 of these and then.
Is it mitered?
If you told me, I still wouldn't even know.
I don't know.
So then I'll put a what's it called? We put it
put a border on it.
A border, yeah. I'll put a border on it.
So hold that out one more time. Is that the yarn changing colors or is that you? Oh, look at your ends.
Yeah, I know. That's me changing. Well, there you go.
I saw that. I couldn't see it before.
Yeah, I got a lot. Yeah. And I purposely have not done anything with them because I mean, who comment below if you like to weave in your ends?
Not me.
That's going to be 0 comments.
Not me. You see, I struggled with that baby blanket I did, and it didn't have near as many as that.
So I will need more of this yarn. I did lose the labels. However, I thought ahead. I took pictures with my smartphone device of the label, so I know exactly what to get.
That's smart. That's smart.
First time I've ever done that.
You should have seen me running around beforehand because my label fell off of this yarn and I couldn't find the other ball of yarn, but the label was somewhere in my car for the first ball of yarn.
Okay.
This is just just my life this week. So, no, that's very smart. Then you'll
Yeah.
always have a record, you know.
Yeah. And this grows. It grows very fast.
It's very pretty. Your stitches are so even. It looks like you've already ironed it and everything.
Only perfection, right?
But, see, you ruined it.
Only perfection.
You ruined it. Talk to the cup.
And I'm just making this. I'll probably give it away, but I don't even know. I'll probably hold on to it. Maybe a good baby blanket,
Mm-hmm.
It'd be huge, but
I thought you were going to say a good baby will come along. I was like,
uh,
oh, there are bad babies that come along. Like, oh, not that baby.
So my one finished project, and I am so excited about this because I used some sugar and cream. Yeah, sugar and cream. If you didn't watch last week's, well, episode 2, you're really missing out on what we talked about with some sugar and cream.
Sugar and cream.
So when I got this, I was hesitant. I like the colors, but I have never really felt yarn like that. It's more of a
That's a very rustic 100% cotton.
yes. So I was a little nervous about it until I started working with it. Now I'm hooked. So I didn't really know what to make, so I made a little dishcloth out of it.
Oh, that's cute. Look at that.
So
Nice.
it feels like a real dishcloth.
Yeah?
It's soft but still rugged,
Yes.
Like you could really clean some extra food off the plates. And 2, I absolutely love this pattern.
It looks kind of like leaves.
Yep. So I think this is the back.
Uh-huh.
And that's the front.
Those are very fallish colors.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Mm-hmm.
This thing grows super fast. I kid you not. This took me about 15 minutes. It just grew. Just boom, boom, boom. Here you go. I'm done.
Like magic.
Yep. And I've got all this left. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you are the sugar and cream people, please, please sponsor Princeton.
Please do. I will make a bunch of anything and give it away. I don't care what I got to do. But sugar and cream, you guys did that. You did it.
Mm.
This is my favorite yarn. Sorry, Red Heart. This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Aww.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Red Heart was just getting ready to send you a big contract.
Well, that's all right.
Mm.
They can still try to win me over if they like.
I mean, Big Yarn might be just one company. Just.
And also, I got an acquisition.
You are just flying through things. Like, you've done a lot with your 27 seconds this week.
I have, because I'm excited. So, okay, let me preface by saying this. You do not have to spend a lot of money to buy crocheting needles or hooks, crocheting hooks, stitch markers, measuring tapes, whatever. I'm a little disappointed in the price of most crocheting hooks because or maybe I'm just cheap. I don't want to pay $70-something for a set of crochet hooks.
Mm.
I'm not going to do that. But I also don't want to buy, I don't want to spend $3 a piece for a hook. I want to buy a set for a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
I found that. and I found the set that I actually liked. You have to excuse the case. A lot of women would probably like it,
It's
but
very sweet.
it's very sweet. Yes.
Are those flowers on it?
Yes, they are.
Oh, it's very pretty.
So I got this on Amazon, and it has a whole set from, I think, 2 milliliter hook all the
Mm-hmm.
way to a 9. Look at all these.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe the smallest one, maybe a 3 is the small. Nope, nope, 2.5. So all the way from a 2.5 all the way up to Big Mama here, a 10. And it also comes with stitch markers that I really need.
Oh,
Some tapestry needles. Is that what they're called?
yeah. Darning needles, tapestry needles. Mm-hmm.
Okay. A bunch of them too. It looks like there's probably about 8.
That's a lot.
And the sharpest little scissors I've ever had. I'm gonna lose a finger with these things. $14.99.
No way.
Yes. So, and I like these because I don't think I can pull it out. But a lot of these that come like this, the hook only goes like a quarter of a way in.
Mm-hmm.
The hook goes all the way to the bottom.
Oh.
So
Is that squishy? Like a
it feels like an eraser.
oh, okay.
So it's not really squishy, but it's still soft to the touch.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it goes all the way to the bottom, it's not like flimsy.
Mm.
So it feels good in the hand, really. So
Do you remember the name of the seller on Amazon?
no. But I can look it up. I can look it up right now.
On your smartphone device?
My smart. Now, if it's on the label here, oh, it's so blurry.
Okay, Grandpa.
It's not my eyes.
See, I'm wearing my glasses. Where are yours?
I don't have glasses. I'm not there yet.
Mm.
I'm only 17 years old.
Okay.
Let's see. We're
Just hold it up to the screen. We'll help you. Come on.
So it has 14 different sizes. It's by Yarnis.
Yarnis.
Mm-hmm.
Yarnis.
With another S.
S. Yarnis.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
that sounds like a great deal.
Yep. So, and it is, well, it's not $14.99, it's $14.39. My bad.
39.
So, yeah. So you do not have to spend $70-something or $50 for a good set of crocheting hooks. These work just fine for me. So
That's a lot. That is honestly a lot of hooks.
it is.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
And like you said, if they're well made, that's a steal.
They're just as good as any other. I really want a set of bamboo hooks,
Oh.
but I'm gonna have to get over my mental block of cheapness because those will cost a little bit of money.
So why do you want bamboo?
I don't know. I just feel like I've never used it before, but it just feels like it would feel good in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool looking.
So Yarnis, very nice.
So Yarnis, you're my favorite. Come on, sponsor me. Come on. Yeah, I busted through all the stuff I have already.
I see. I had my one little, oh my, and then it was whoosh.
Boom, boom. Told you I was excited.
Well, we get through this, maybe we'll have some fiber notes or something because I don't have very much. I had some appointments to go to this week, so I was a little light on the yarn craft this week. I did make soap.
All
but
right.
it's not ready.
Okay.
So, my other work in progress is a reserve baby blanket. I just like to put them back, um, just in case I hear of somebody that I like that's having a baby. There are babies all the time, but get a blanket. So this yarn, I did have to find it, and I, Red Heart,
Wow.
still
Jumbo stripes.
jumbo stripes, and look at that.
I actually really like that.
That was just so happy. It was
It's,
just so happy.
it screams happy birthday,
Happy birthday, baby.
baby.
So this is how it's knitting up. I'm just using the they don't call it corner to corner, but it's called Grandma's Favorite. And a lot of people use it for baby blankets and dishcloths and things like that.
Wow. Look at that. That is nice.
So I thought that was just super fun, super happy. And this is just garter stitch,
Okay.
just mindless.
It looks great. I love how it fades into the next color like that.
Yeah. So I have been having a great time. It's very relaxing doing this.
Okay.
So like yours, I can't see what I'm doing. Maybe that's it. There we go. So that
That's
will be the corner and going that way.
okay.
But just this is Netflix knitting. Just
Yeah.
keep it going.
Netflix
But
knitting. I like that.
and it will take a while. I don't mind. I think these are size 10 needles maybe, but um it was just so happy. It was just I couldn't resist.
I like it.
So,
That's not a that doesn't have to be a baby blanket. That can just be for a grown person blanket.
well, I have so much yarn left. I have this much left of the first ball, and I have this whole skein left for the second one. And I don't know. I just bought two. But how many yards is this?
9,000.
9,000. I can read it, unlike some people, but I don't see it listed right off.
Uh-huh.
But jumbo stripes is 283 grams. It's 482 yards or 440 meters. So
That is.
that is quite a lot.
Wait a minute. How long is that?
440 meters. Wait, they put that there. 482 yards
Okay.
or 440 meters.
Okay.
So
Really like it. I would
I still have all
like
of this, just Yarnapalooza, Rainbow Palooza.
so
So
educate me real quick. I do not know a lot about knitting. So I see your little like wire in between your needles.
this is called circular knitting needles.
Okay.
And you can use it. So the body, so when I used to teach knitting, I don't
What? You used to teach knitting?
did.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, you were never interested in learning. So,
Wow. Well, teach me.
so
Teach.
casual teaching. Nobody ever paid me money for it. But
So you weren't a good teacher then.
I was an excellent teacher.
Not enough to get paid.
What I used to do is I make people start and get their stitches on and cast on and knit, and then I'd make them rip it out because you got to learn to let it go if it's not working. And then because that reinforces what we've learned, you learn how to cast on, you learn how to knit, you learn how to purl. But you've got to learn how to get started when you're at home by yourself. So they would just be just upset when I say, okay, you did great. You knit, you purled, you cast on. Now rip it out and start over. And they, oh no, I can't. Yes,
Uh,
But they learned how to do it on their own. So when they got home and you'd forgotten everything you'd learned in the lesson, you said, well, Nikki told me, now I've got to do it. So when I used to teach knitting, I would tell people that the body is basically it's a cylinder. So around the trunk, around the arms, around your feet, around your head for a hat, a cowl or something. So we have to have a way to make circles in fabric. So the way to do that is to use circular knitting needles. So we can also use circular knitting needles to make really long objects. Because if I was just going to have knitting needles, they're not that long. They would be very scrunched up on my needles. So now I have more room and I just don't join it. If I was going to make this a sweater or something, of course I would join it and it would be, a circle.
Okay.
But it's just a way to have extra room to knit a lot of stitches without, squinching them up on the needles. So, yeah, you never wanted to learn how to knit. Do you remember I offered to teach you how to knit one time?
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe I tried one time.
Yeah.
And I don't understand the two hands don't work for me.
I told you that's where I got hung up on that Tunisian crochet. I was like gripping the fabric with my hand. I was like, where do I put this hook? So my one hand felt useless and the other one was overused. So to each their own.
Yeah. I think we had a good balance between you and me.
Well, they complement each other. It's not a competition.
It is a competition.
And I will win.
I don't know.
I've got rainbows and peacocks and all kinds of things.
I will say your work does look better than mine. But if we're racing to finish a project, Crochet's going to win every single time.
Oh, but thank goodness there's no such thing as a crochet race. So.
But there should be. Why isn't there?
There probably is, like, competitive crochet.
I would lose.
Can you get into that?
I'm sure there's something out there. I could not do it. I'm pretty quick, I will say that. But I've seen some people on Instagram just done. Like there's some guy. Oh, I can't remember his handle. I would share it if I could remember it. He's looking at the camera, doing his thing.
Oh, there's plenty of people who knit and crochet without looking. I can look away for a time, but I can't just.
No, I cannot either.
So, but competitive crochet, there is. They do have a competition. I know because I looked at the video a while ago about the fastest knitter in the world, and it's like, wow.
That's it, though, isn't it?
Like I will never. I can't even hold a candle. Yeah. But it would be nice just to and finish.
Done. Yes, it would be.
Here's your sweater.
You said those needles.
Yes.
Are a size N.
Yes.
Is it like crochet where the further down the alphabet you go, the bigger the needle is?
There's no alphabet. We're just numbered.
Numbered with letters?
No, we don't have letters.
You said it was an N.
No, 10.
10.
Ah, Grandpa.
Okay.
Is it a 10? It's a 10 and a half, actually. So here's my handy dandy.
Okay.
So you figure out what size your needle is. Whoops. Sorry. By just kind of poking it through. So it doesn't kind of fit. Yeah, it always fits through there.
Okay.
So that's too big. That's too small.
So it's a 10 and a half.
It's hard to do backwards. There. Just right.
Okay.
So inches. So I'm using a 10.5 in US. That looks like a 6.5 millimeter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah. And I think that's how crochet hooks are scaled. That if we put the barrel of your crochet hook in here, that it will tell me the millimeters, which corresponds to a letter in crochet. I think that's how that works.
I don't know.
I don't have any crochet hooks, so.
I know American hooks, further down the alphabet you go, the bigger the crochet needle is.
Oh.
And obviously the bigger the number, the bigger the...
Like, isn't that the biggest one you held up? What was that, a J? Is that what you said?
Biggest one I got's a 9 or a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. And it is an N.
N. 10 millimeters.
Yeah. And then I got like this, I just got a 3 in my hand. And it is a D.
So on the yarn labels, they give a crochet recommendation. So like this one.
Mm-hmm. What's it
So
say?
it's a medium.
Right.
And, oh, the camera won't focus. It looks like the crochet recommendation is a 5.5 millimeter.
Right.
A US, is that I or a 9?
Probably an I.
And then the corresponding knitting needles are a US 8, which is a 5 millimeter.
Okay.
So that's very middle of the road standard.
Now, I will say this, and by no means am I experienced or master crocheter. I'm very much beginner. But I will say a lot of those recommendations on the yarn does not work well for me.
Right.
I feel like it's too big. And I always go like a half a size, at least a half a size smaller than what they recommend. Like even for this sugar and cream.
Wait, I gotta do this.
Sugar and cream. It says to use a 5 millimeter hook.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see how thin there's no way.
A 5 millimeter. So that would be an 8 on the knitting needle. So that would be in the middle of the road. I am a loose knitter. So my knitting's not, don't.
I was trying to hold it back. I was trying to hold it back. I've heard that about you.
My mom watches this. Simmer down.
Oh boy. You set it up.
You are holding it in. Look at you. I can tell. I knew it. I knew. I can't have a conversation with you. I can't.
I was trying to let it go. I tried.
I can't. But you could.
That.
You held it for like, what, 1/10 of a second?
That was good for me.
Where is it on this chart that you held it? Here.
But I ended up using a 4. Now I probably could have did a 4.5 millimeter hook and been just fine, but I ended up going with a 4.
Oh, that's very small.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if I was gonna knit that, it recommends an 8 for knitting needles. I'd probably go down to a 6.
Okay.
To get the kind of fabric that I want. And that's what it's all about. You got to use, and that's gauge is different. You know, some people are very tight knitters or crocheters, and some people are very loose ones.
And I guess it also matters on how much space you want in between. If you want less space, you probably use a smaller size.
If you want a more dense fabric, you use something smaller.
Right.
So yeah, if I were to crochet, I always have to go down a needle, at least one needle size from whatever they recommend. Yeah. That's the way it is.
Yeah. Okay. So it's about the same in, well, at least for you. Same for knitting.
Oh, I've had people, especially beginners, they knit so tightly. My one friend, Susan, hi, Susan. I told her she was not knitting bulletproof washcloths. Loosen up, calm down. It's all right.
I was the same way for crocheting.
Yeah.
It was like you got to work to get in and out, and it
But
was. Go
what
ahead.
I really want us to do one time is to get somebody on, maybe our friend from work, to do ergonomics. That I want to be able to knit into my old age. But if I knew that if I was struggling with every stitch, why are you smirking?
You said you want to knit in your old age, but you are. Is what you meant to say. You are knitting.
I know where you live. So I want to, my wrists and fingers and elbows, and I know I have bad knitting posture. Maybe that's something we could do one day, just
Yeah,
record ourselves crafting, because
yes.
I know I tend to hunch forward. My elbows aren't supported a lot of times. Um, I don't tend to knit until my wrist hurt. And I
Mhm.
don't tend to use a lot of yarns. Some yarns will make you, a lot of people don't like cotton yarns because they say it's hard for them to work the stitches and it causes fatigue in their hands and wrists and elbows and things like that. So I don't tend to, like I said, I'm footloose and fancy free on the knitting, so it's not putting so much stress on my joints. And I think that's why I'm able to do the kind and the quantity of crafting that I can,
Right,
because I take it easy. I try to. I try to make a conscious effort to take it
right.
easy.
I think that's a great idea. We should absolutely do something about ergonomics and posture because recently I was filming myself doing an episode that will be coming out soon where I visit a Joanne store. But I kind of just told I had a little bit of time and I showed myself crocheting and I looked at it. I'm hunched, got my hands on my knees, and I'm doing this with my neck.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
what terrible. And I think I have fairly good posture in my
Mhm.
living. I was like, that is terrible posture. And then once I kind of like sat up, I was like, it's like
Mm.
back into alignment. So I think doing a ergonomics
I think
video
that would be cool. I
that would
think
be
there's
really cool.
definitely places where I can improve, and
Yeah,
if we can help somebody else, I think that's a good goal.
absolutely. That's a good idea.
So write
Yeah,
that down.
yeah.
Are you a 1920s banker or something? Are you licking the pretend pencil? That's how they
Uh,
got lead poisoning. I have one more work in progress, so it's kind of for me a finished project, because I don't know when I'm going to get to the next step. But I sew somewhat. I'm trying, I'm learning, I'm self-taught. My mother is going to scream at me that you're not self-taught. I had you sewing the paper a long time ago. So I've been trying to sew more and expand my repertoire of stitches and things and projects that I've done. So I think last time you saw the little project bags I made, and I finished those. So I did finish some things, but I can't show them because they haven't been sent to the recipients yet. But maybe next time, I can show some pictures after they go out. But one thing I did finish this week is this quilt top. I have been interested in quilting for a very long time, but it is so intimidating to me because people say you have to cut perfect and you have to sew perfect, and I don't do anything perfectly, nothing. Especially choose my podcast co-host. So yeah, I remember that loose knitter comment. So anyway, um, so I finished my quilt top, and it's a Halloween quilt top because last year I collected all these very cool Halloween fabrics, and I wanted to use them. I wanted to. I'm cold all the time, so I think I find myself making blankets and socks and scarves and things. So a quilt top is just the natural progression of that. So I pulled together all of my Halloween fabrics and I made a hodgepodge of a quilt top. And I say this is a finished object for me because I don't know when I'm going to be able to quilt this. I will definitely put this on my couch as is and walk by it. But I used like random alignment and random fabrics just for my quilt top, and my arms are not long enough, but there's a few more inches to it. But I just thought, what better way to do something random and crazy than Halloween? Who cares? Who cares? And I just thought it was so fun. And even though I hate candy corn, I think that's my favorite print right there.
I love candy corn, and that is my favorite one.
It's just fun. I also like the little cats.
Yeah.
In the witchy hats. So, and there's some Halloween drinks.
There you go. Looks like a good martini or margarita.
Something bubbly.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. But I just thought it was super fun. Something I'm looking forward to. You know, I guess I got to put it out. Halloween is next week. But
Yeah.
I just thought it was fun. And it was fun to do.
Okay. It was fun to do. It looks really nice. I really like that.
So, like I said, who knows when this will be formally quilted. I have Halloween
you got some
threads
purple
over
rain
me now.
on your shirt.
Huh?
You got some purple rain on your shirt.
So that's my finished object.
Okay.
Finished enough for me.
But how big is that?
Oh, I don't know. So bigger than my arms.
Okay.
And it's pretty tall. I'll measure it.
Cool. I think it looks great.
So it's fun. It's fun. Once I let go of that mentality that, oh, these corners have to match up, and because I know there's some cutting errors in there, there's some piecing errors, like there's some placement errors. Some prints are next to each other that are the same, but it was just fun. It was just fun.
I think it looks good.
So that's it. That's what I got. Oh, I do have one acquisition. I went to the Dollar Tree, and we're going to have to do a Dollar Tree or craft store walkthrough for maybe non-fiber things. They don't really have a lot of fibery things at the Dollar Tree, even though I did, if you're in the market, see some things at Dollar General that they're expanding their little craft area. Mm-hmm. So I found at the Dollar Tree this pouring medium. So a lot of people are into the acrylic pouring, paint pouring, and this is pouring medium, permanent when dry for use with acrylic paints. And you add this to do the acrylic pour. So that's when you add like a bunch of paints or separate paints, and then you pour it over your canvas, and you kind of tilt the canvas or pour it through cool things, and it makes cool designs on your canvas. Kind of abstract color explosion on your canvas that's not planned. You just do it the best you can. And this pouring medium helps your paints flow over and into each other. So this was $1 for, it looks like maybe 4 ounces. It doesn't say. Yeah, 4 fluid ounces. So I thought that's cool to try. I have a lot of acrylic paints. So we'll see what I can come up with. Maybe I can have a Halloween themed one, and I can use it with my quilt here.
You got a week.
So I like to go unexpected places and, you know, find things to enhance my craft life. And this was just something I walked up on. I'll try it. We'll see.
Cool. Can't wait to see what you make.
So that's all I've got.
That's all I've got.
That's enough. You were the star this week with your object.
Well, so you know November is approaching very fast.
Very quickly, yes.
Do you remember what our challenge was?
Yes, I do. I intend to win this challenge.
Okay, we'll tell the people what our challenge is for the month of November.
Socks. Christmas socks.
Christmas socks.
So I am going to take it to another level and try to dye the yarn for my Christmas socks, which is on my agenda for this week.
I believe I can match that.
Oh.
I believe I can.
Challenge.
I will do that.
Okay.
So the
And
challenge
you have a
is,
pattern picked out.
I do not. I'm still looking for a pattern.
Okay.
Maybe the people can help me out. Find a crocheting pattern for some socks that I can knock out really fast.
In 27 seconds.
Remember, I've only got 27 seconds of consecutive time to work on this. But no, I haven't. I've looked at a lot of different patterns. I can't find one. I think I need to make one. I haven't found one that I like just visually. I've got to actually get in there and try to make one first, see if I like it. So I don't know. I'm on the search. I'm on the search.
So what's our deadline? Like Christmas?
Oh gosh, I thought it was just November. Like the month of November.
I mean, if you just want to make some random socks, and mine are going to be good. So
yeah, we can go till Christmas. That'll work.
Okay.
People are going to get a lot.
That gives you more time to find a pattern you like. That gives me time to dye the yarn and, figure out.
No. November 1st, believe me, I'm starting. Because I'm going to win this thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you how many socks I'm going to do a day. Don't be scared. But I'm going to bust through this.
Okay.
So what's the winner get?
Socks.
No.
The other person's socks.
Let's see. I think the winner. I'll think of something. I'll think of something for the next podcast. We'll agree on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know what I'm gonna win.
Or better yet, we can just have our massive audience decide what.
Hey, my mom better vote for me. Mom, your vote counts for 10. All moms' votes count for 10. How
Oh,
about that?
that's a good idea. All moms' votes count for 10. I'm looking forward to that, actually.
I'm excited. I'm ready for, I think it was 80 something here today. It's so hot outside.
Yeah. So we went to a pumpkin patch today. It was my son's first time at a pumpkin patch. And I had to change his jeans out for shorts because it was so stinking hot outside.
It was hot today.
It is almost November.
Yep.
And it's 80, it was like 84 degrees.
Yep.
Really? 84 degrees, huh?
Usually we're headed into a frost area, by Halloween.
Right. Not this year.
Nope.
Still wearing shorts and sandals. That's just unreal.
So my socks may just be decorative. Can't wear wool socks. It's 85 degrees.
Woo! No.
So the pumpkin patch was good. You told me there would be animals.
There were animals.
Okay.
Elias, he liked the mini horse.
Oh.
He really liked the water, the tub of water that the mini horse had to drink out of. He was able to reach through the fence, grab straw, and just kind of wave it in the water.
In the water.
That was his thing. And we went on
a hayride. Exciting when you're a kid.
Yeah. We went on a hayride. He picked out a pumpkin. They had a lot of good activities for kids. They had a bunch of slides and playground equipment made of just wood and old tubes and stuff.
Oh.
And all his classmates were there, so he got to hang out with his little friends. So it was cool.
Did you pick out a pumpkin to bring home?
He did. I did not.
Okay.
He,
Now,
he
do you carve the pumpkin?
we carved one pumpkin.
One,
Yes, because he's not quite there yet.
yeah.
But we paint a bunch of pumpkins.
Oh, that's cute.
I think we've got 4 upstairs we got to do tomorrow.
That's cute.
But we do one pumpkin where we carve it. We usually do our last name, and then we'll do the whole candle thing and all that.
Oh,
My favorite part of all these pumpkins, I'm the one gathering all those delicious seeds up.
the guts.
Oh man, I love pumpkin seeds. I love
Mhm.
I love them. You can call me Pumpkin Seed if you like. That was my name in high school anyway. Old Pumpkin Seed.
That's gonna be the name of the episode.
Old
Call
Pumpkin
me Pumpkin Seed.
Seed. Pumpkin Seed. So yeah, we'll be doing that probably this week.
Nice. I tried to do some leaf watching this week. Just taking a drive. I have a maple tree in my backyard, and it looks like it is on fire. It is so beautiful. But I was outside, and I was like, "Oh, it looks great. I can crunch through the leaves now." But I was sweating. So hot.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know if you ever played this game, but we always played a game where we would walk through the woods and you would catch leaves as they fall off the tree.
Uh-huh.
And you get a point for every time. But then I was with my friend and we realized this leaf has never touched the ground before. I don't know why, but that just like blew my mind away. I don't know.
So little Princeton was beholding nature that day.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, it's a fun little game. Try it.
I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, that's all I really got.
That's all I've got. I think that's quite enough. So we've got the upcoming sock challenge.
Yes.
Mom's votes count for 10.
Yes.
We've got
some good videos coming up. I know
yeah.
I did a walkthrough of Joanne's and they just started putting out Christmas stuff.
Christmas.
As they started putting out, I really just focused on yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be coming out very soon. I know you've got some stuff coming out very soon.
Got a soap video, how I make soap.
Uh-huh.
Which was very interesting for me just to make it because now I've been doing it for so long. There's things that I forgot to show the camera, or I'm like, oh, well, yeah, you do this because, So
Okay.
it's a relearning experience for me. And I thought that was helpful. That was cool.
Well, it won't be your only soap video, so yeah, we got a lot.
We'll see. If nobody likes it, then it might be my only soap video.
Well, I'm sure our number one fan will like it.
My mom.
So yeah, we got
Actually, I better get a lot of votes because my boyfriend is our number one fan.
Yes, he really is. Shout out to you.
Love you,
This for you, man. So no, honestly, I will say this. So on our Instagram account, if you haven't checked out our Instagram account, look at it. Yarn as a Second Language. I am amazed by the support and love from the whole yarn crafting community.
Good people. They're good
For
people.
real. For real. Now, I am new to this whole world. I've been crocheting for quite some time, but I never dabbled into different forums or groups or whatever. I didn't even really go to a crafting store until recently, really. I mean, in the grand scheme of time. But I will say is a lot of love being shown to us, and I check out comments on other people's pages. I will say 99.5% of the time it is positive encouragement, giving different pointers, and I love it. It is such a refreshing feeling than what I'm used to. I'm from the sports world where everybody's like, no, I'm the best. No, I'm the best.
Oh.
I'm the best. And you're constantly, and I like the competition. I'm a very competitive person, but it's also nice to see the other side of the coin of,
Mm-hmm.
we're in this together. I'm learning from you. You're learning from me. Hey, try this. Hey, that looks good like this, but maybe try this. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about myself. And I'm enjoying, just how people are interacting with us and with other people.
It is by and large a very supportive, close knit kind of community. Fiber people are friendly people, like a lot.
Yes. Very friendly. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have actually, so I'm learning. I think I'm always going to learn Spanish, but I feel like I'm fairly good at speaking
Mm.
Spanish. I'm reaching, well, I'm not reaching. I've connected with people in Spanish speaking countries. So our yarn, our common bond of yarn has turned into me getting a person to speak with in Spanish.
That's very cool.
It's really nice. So,
So
and
your job now is to find us some Spanish fibery vocabulary words that we can use in conversation.
I need to
Like
learn
I'd
that.
love to be able to go up to somebody in Spanish. I am a baby Spanish learner, but I'd love to be able, if I saw somebody out in non-COVID times, and go up and say, "Hi, I can knit," or "I crochet too."
Yeah,
That those would be cool phrases to know.
yep, I can do that. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun. So,
So
but
that's
yeah,
very cool. That's very cool that you have noticed that you felt
yes,
included and
yep,
welcomed
yep.
back into the fiber community.
Especially, and this is another. I'll probably, it probably needs to be a full video. There's not a lot of guys in the crocheting world, and let's just be real. There's not a lot of black guys in the crocheting world.
There are some, but
There
you're
are,
right. It's traditionally not been a very visible aspect.
right. However, I feel completely comfortable posting things, commenting. It's been great. It hasn't been an issue, and it hasn't really been on the forefront of my mind.
That's
So
cool. That's
that
cool.
is really nice.
That's cool.
So yeah,
Very nice.
check out our Instagram page. I I know I'm biased, but we've got a lot of cool posts. Got a lot of cool posts, and I think what's the coolest thing is we're not trying to mimic anybody. It's just our own flavor, our own style.
Oh, it's totally just life. Like I made some cookies one time and I was like, wow, bam.
Yep.
Instagram.
Cookie, soap, yarn, dogs. I put
Yep.
Topo Chico on there the other day. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a beautiful collection.
That's awesome. It makes me happy to see it.
It's yep. So yeah,
That's
we
cool.
got a lot
That's
of good stuff
cool.
coming in the future. So I'm excited about it. On the
It'll be
way
a
to
busy season. If
yep,
Joanne's is rolling out Christmas already, we're in it.
yep.
We're in it.
So I'm looking forward to see where this goes. And keep in mind, now people in the future, this is only like our third week of doing this whole
Yes,
YouTube thing,
yes,
Instagram thing.
yes,
We are babies in this,
yes.
but the love is already there. Everybody's showing us an immense amount of love,
Oh yeah.
and we're growing. It's happening.
I think when your hobbies and your crafts and your interests stop being fun, that nobody wins. So
Right.
this is very fun to me.
It is for me
I'm a yarn nerd. I like it. I don't care.
too. Yarn nerd. So, all right, we're gonna wrap this thing up.
I think so. I've got nothing else.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Like I said before, we've got some really cool stuff coming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the good content we got coming your way. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will probably see you next week. Actually, we will see you next week because we got some
Yeah,
cool,
there's a yarn challenge thrown down. There's a
we got
sock challenge
yarn
thrown down.
challenges. We've got soap making. We've got
Yep.
walkthroughs. We've got all sorts of good things
Yep.
coming up.
I'll probably make some more cookies because COVID times, you know.
What else are we gonna do? You know. So yeah. So stay tuned, and we will see you all later.
Bye.
See you.